Hello guys, Life's a Game back yet again with yet another video, guys. Exotic gifts for random agents number 52. At last, finally out. District Union Arena legendary, guys, this time. And the funny thing about this run, guys, I'd like to call it a cordial run, like I usually always do. I usually do well-structured runs. However, guys, with this specific run, I wasn't doing that this time. I was kind of going in and out everywhere. I kind of wasn't choosing my spots. I wasn't doing PDF, patience, distance, focus. This was actually a great group of agents, guys. I had a lot of fun running with these agents, guys. It was really, really fun running with them. It was cool. Like, we were talking, picking our spots while still paying attention. But I just wanted you guys to know that because, you know, seeing this run and some of the ways I do some of these rooms here, I definitely wouldn't want you guys to do it like that at times. But it just gives you different perspectives, different angles. Because I know different agents, they all run different ways depending on the build. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring this run to you guys so you could see it as well. I was kind of contemplating whether this should be the exotic gifts for random agents number 52, or if it should just be a video in and of itself. Because usually with those videos, I usually kind of try and offer instruction, you know, realistic instruction of how to get through the mission. Whereas this one is kind of like, I am offering instruction to them. Believe me, it is still, we're still on the same page, but it's more like all over the place. I was using my chameleon build, guys. And it's a very powerful and strong chameleon build with the decoy. And so I was using that, and I was just trying to have some fun with it. Getting the stuff on right there, stacking up the bus and all that. I was just trying to get, just have some fun with it, guys. That's what this run was about. You're seeing how I'm still keeping distance here. But for the most part, guys, you want to keep distance, patience, and focus here. Patience, distance, focus always, like in all of the legendary missions, guys. Even when you're talking, having a good time, you always want to keep that. And that's what it comes down to. Once you guys get these mechanics down that I'm telling you right here, like breathing, that's when it's going to become like, hey, I can talk, I could have fun during these missions and still remain like locked in and focused to get it done. Of course, it depends on the mission. I honestly wouldn't say to do that in like something like, say, Manning Zoo or like Tidal Basin. Those missions are a lot different, but I'd say like District Union Arena being the easiest legendary of them all. Definitely the easiest one. Doesn't mean like you can just, it's a cakewalk. You can just go through it like that, though. If you're not paying attention, you can definitely wipe just like any other legendary. See me get hit there strong. Yeah, it happens. So it is what it is. But for the most part, yeah, like this usually is a legendary where you know, I would more or less say to test your builds at. If you guys watch a lot of content creators, you'll see a lot of them here testing out their builds, just to show you, like, you know, how they work, or it could just serve as like a place for you to see like how your build works. You know, like if you're trying to try out legendary, for those of you that are trying to try legendary out. So there's also that, guys. But yeah, you're seeing us keep here as they hit me there quite again. I'm getting sniped there. But you just wanna go in and out and just keep watching for the most part. You see, because this build I'm using, guys, I don't really have any like lethal skills, I would say. I'd say I have a revive hive just in case. And I guess, guys, that's the reason why I was running up so much. I had my revive hive. And like I said, that doesn't mean you play like that all the time with the revive hive, but with my build, with just the decoy, I was like, let me kind of just go up, take some chances here, have a little fun, you know? Sometimes it calls for it, guys. It's not always just seriousness when you're playing. I do want to win, guys. Don't get me wrong. At this game, I'm not like some crazy like zoned in person or whatever. Like I can't have fun on it unless I'm winning. I do want to win, but at the same time I want to have fun. Like that's the main thing about it. Enjoying yourself while the experience is happening, guys. Because obviously, if I wasn't enjoying myself, I couldn't run it as many times as you guys have seen me run this and do this. So always keep that at the forefront. Never make it be something where it gets serious. If legendary is a difficulty you play on and it does get like that for you and it stops becoming fun, I would just highly advise you to not play on it anymore. And maybe, and I mean in the terms of like just finding like a clan or just making your build better in order to be able to do legendary better. That's more or less like what I'm saying in regards to that. So yeah, guys, like that's like more or less what I'm saying. Like you never want it to be something that's like, it's tedious to the point that the game's not fun for you anymore. It's just like, it's frustrating. You feel like you're working more than you're actually at work, like maybe in your real life. You don't want it to be something like that, because if it's something like that, that's definitely never fun. So yeah, it's just baby steps, guys. One step at a time. One step at a time always. That's how it goes. So as you're seeing inside here, guys, let's go ahead. Since I haven't done it yet, let's go ahead and say who we're playing with. So the first guy, Flakjack, interesting guy, from the clan of ARC. And then we also have RCA from Clan SNL, 92 Shade. This guy is, and Flakjack was 237 Shade, guys. So all the people all that always say, oh, Shade, you need this level of Shade to be able to beat this mission. Definitely not true, guys. Definitely not true. You can beat various missions like with low level Shade, low level expertise, guys. I'm only expertise level 5. Yeah, I know that's crazy. I've done so many things. Legendary 4 directive missions, all sorts of stuff. And I don't have maxed out expertise either. So you can go ahead and add that to the whole list of things that I've completed without being at that level. I do know various content creators are max level expertise. I know that I'm definitely not. So that's interesting, guys. Like I'm saying, I could still do that content and more at this level. So it just is what it is. That's just showing you that this game works. It's showing you, for the most part, I know I've heard like the devs, they haven't done like the best with the builds and stuff. But one thing I could say is that their game works in the way they intended it. Meaning, if you put everything together well, regardless of what shade you are and all that stuff, like you can still do respective damage and you can still get stuff done. And just really thinking about that, guys, that's like a huge component because it's like most games don't know how to do that. Like not being able to be a certain level, but having the gear to be able to put something together that can still hurt higher level things than you. That's more realistic, That would be very, very realistic. That's like a realistic aspect. You cannot be as strong as something, but if you put something together like well, you can handle it maybe like a little better than original. So that's a true aspect. So it's like when they allow you to do that within game, and they make a game that works like that, they say, well, you wouldn't recommend a level 100 shade or 90 something shade to go into a legendary mission. However, if they have a great build or they got a certain exotic to drop for them, or they happen to have their hands on one and they made a build involving that exotic, and then all of a sudden, like, they put their damage up and they got good rolls on their gear and they made one hell of a build, they can actually come into the legendary mission and actually do something that's realistic. And a lot of games, they don't allow that. Some games just won't allow you to do that, or they just make it so substantial level difference that you can't do that. And that's what I like about Division. Like it allows for your skill to be shown, It allows for your skill to like shine in this game, and that's what I love. That's why I love playing it. I love playing this game, guys, because it allows your skill to shine. That's the whole thing about it. And like games like that, that's what you want to be playing. For myself, of course, I like watching things like that for people that are skilled. So it's like it's always fun, and that's why, like I said, the game does need work in like other areas. Obviously, moving forward. It's a good step in the right direction with the Brooklyn DLC, but thus far, guys, it's decently well. Like just seeing these legendary missions, how many times I've ran with randoms, and how I can win this like this, like it's just showing that if everybody follows directions and you actually play this game and actually be coordinated, like what the whole Division aspect is about, 4 agents all helping each other out, all being on the same page, all getting stuff done. Like if you literally run it like that with who you're running with, like you'll see that you'll actually get success. Like, it's crazy that when you think about it now, it just hit me. It kind of hit me in that way. Like, when you play the game, how it was advertised and all that, that's how this game's meant to be played. It's not meant to be played as in just, it's like original game. Like, where it's like, oh, it doesn't matter if you do this or that. It's like, no, this game, it matters. Like, how you play it. Especially, like, with the difficulties. Like, when you raise the difficulty, it does matter. Like, it requires you to play like how they tell you to play. So, it's like, it's cool. And of course, there's all sorts of things, guys, and that kind of goes to testament with soloing too. Like there's builds for soloing legendary and stuff and all that. People say it's tough, but like it's just can you make a build tailored to doing that, to soloing? That's all it is. And once you find that build and somebody that's dedicated to doing that, you can do it. That's it. Like you'll find it and you'll do it. That's why I say this game works, because if it didn't, you wouldn't be able to do stuff like that if the game didn't work that well. Or if the weaponry didn't work right, or like as intended, or as the devs intended it to. And that kind of just goes back to the notion of more new content rather than modifiers, guys. But yeah, anyway, that's another thing, guys. I'm not, in case you didn't know, I'm not like the biggest fan of modifiers, but nothing against them. Kudos to the people that use them and that it actually realistically does help. It's always cool. As I said before in some of my past videos, modifiers should have been like an option rather than something that was just forced on every like player to have. It should have been like an option at the starting of the game. As I said, you want them on or off, and then it proceed forth from there, and then that's just how it is. But anyways, guys, you see us taking this dog out here, side of this door, coming out, running around. You see us relatively keep it back here, guys. This was a fun run though with these guys, because we're just talking about all sorts of stuff, having fun, the state of the game, all sorts of things. And yeah, shout out to all of you guys that are on here, that I got to play with and everything else. But there is another agent that I have not said, Doc, the second letter, 6,297 shade. So I'm sure this guy, I don't want to usually judge agents off of shade, usually, because like I've seen agents with 17k, 20k plus shade that have legendaries, like in a sense still new to them. They don't really mess with it or run it, and they're still new to it. So it's like I'm not just gonna say that they're automatically just seasoned in it and skillful in it and just know it. But it was cool just shouting you out, man. The second letter, it was cool running with you, man. Always fun. As you see him go down there just now, I think that's who I actually ended up reviving here, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and run to the other side. So yeah, this was a fun run, guys. This was cool. And as you're seeing me go up. Usually, a lot of times I'll tell the players to keep back. So usually if we're playing how I usually would want my team to play, guys, the second letter actually wouldn't have ran out this far. I would have kind of told him not to. But if he did, after reviving, I would have been like, kind of just try and hang back. Let's try and kind of fight off our back foot. Let's not push in. And I think I kind of did say that a little bit. But this was kind of more of like just a lackadaisical run. It was just more or less like we were just kind of going through it. Just having fun, being cautious while at the same time having fun. And you'll have those runs, as I said, guys. But yeah, District Union Arena, guys, legendary exotic gifts for random agents, number 52, guys. And by the way, agents, any of you guys come across this video, hope you guys enjoyed your exotic. And yeah, GG's. Always fun. Maybe one day I'll catch you again sometime. Okay, guys, so in this room, usually once they hit that button like that, I usually run back to this spot just to be able to take this out. And once again, anybody that's watching, 'cause I know some people might come to my videos, or some tryhards, you know how those guys are, and say that it's easy or fast to do this, but it's like if you're running with random agents, my friend, that's who I'm talking to. The people that are running with random agents that don't have all the clanmates, the Discord, the friend groups, the people with the mics, everybody with all the builds that complement each other, that make it super easy, that more or less anybody could run it with. I'm not talking about that. That's the easy way to do it, obviously. This is like the more, I'd say it's a more like, if you want to see like the skill set of somebody, this is a more skill-based way to run this. Because a lot of people, I can tell you right now, guys, a lot of content creators cannot do this, like with 3 random agents, a legendary mission, and actually win. Manning Zoo and Tidal Basin included. They couldn't do it because they wouldn't know how to do it. Some of them, it would be like a little tough, I feel. You know, obviously we won't say names or anything, but I feel like it would just be like kind of like, they say it all the time. Like if you watch some of the streams, like they'll say things, they'll say stuff in their videos, like at times like, oh, they recommend doing it with a solid group, as I do as well. But I just help agents out, guys, just to show them, you know, somebody's got to show you the ropes. You know, everybody, when you guys are watching these videos, you tell me if I'm lying. They're all telling you about how to do it, legendary, this, that. But how many of those guys will actually have you on their team and go through legendary? I'll wait. So judging off of that, guys, I'm just saying, like, in that sense, I'm like, somebody has to get the experience from somewhere, right? So if nobody's running with you, or it's a very limited time for you to run with them, there's like a lot of people trying to run with them, so you never get to. All you're doing is watching their videos, just talking about how to run it and do it. That's not really going to help you actually win the mission, guys. I'm trying to do like the community like a huge like service here, as I'm sure some other agents within, by helping randoms, 3 complete random agents, guys. I do not know from Adam, run and beat. Not only just run and beat legendary missions at all levels. Doesn't matter what legendary mission it is, like just to show them that the stuff can be done if you can do it a certain way. I'm not just talking about it. I talk about it in my video, but I'm showing them it too. And I think that's crucial, because I think the community, they talk a lot about it. And I think that's where the merit comes in. A lot of these channels, they talk about it, but it's time to show it now. And like, at least, not saying every day they got to do it. Guys, obviously every agent's different, but a live stream. Go on there with people that you don't know and just show, I don't know. Or a video of them with somebody that they do not know. And it's proven for a fact. These guys don't know each other. It's not somebody from Discord. And they do this, and they're showing you how they do it. You know, even the times right here as I go down, they're showing you how you go down, revive. They're just showing you the grid of what it is. Like, I just haven't seen it, guys. That's why I do this on my channel, because it doesn't exist anywhere else. So it's like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna say straight up it doesn't exist anywhere else, but it's like it's very minimal. Like I don't. You tell me in the comment section, guys. I'll put it this way: anybody else that does this with 3 random agents, runs legendaries, and just beats them, and helps out and gives tips and stuff. I would like to know who does that. If there is somebody, Twitch, YouTube, who does that, because I haven't seen it. I've searched it, haven't seen it. I have seen millions of videos on builds and how to do things, but I haven't seen any showcase of gameplay or anything like that. So that's just another thing, apart from a few live streams here and there, and that was with clanmates and Discord agents and whatnot. A few randoms, maybe like some randoms, and then they also had some Discord agents in their group too. It was never just them alone playing with the randoms. So there's that. There's that, guys. So that's why I do what I'm doing. Hit that like and subscribe button if you guys are enjoying what you're watching. We're continuing right now. We're having fun. So Flagjack's down right here, guys. I do this to help you guys, to show that, you know, this can be done. It's better to show than tell, right, guys? That's always how it's gone. Actions speak louder than words, guys. You know, that's all. That saying's always existed. So that's what I present forth on my channel, at least, guys. So these guys are inside this room. I'm reviving him from the other side of the door. You're seeing these guys all the way down here. This purple guy, trying to get him out of there. But yeah, guys, District Union Arena, it's actually a fun one. This is the first one you guys want to run. For any like new agents watching this right now that have never seen any of my videos, that have it's the first one you're watching, you've watched this far. Obviously, you got to be interested if you got this far in the video. This is a first legendary mission. This is like the main one that you should run when you're just trying to get used to a legendary. Like if you're just trying to get used to a mission in legendary and how enemies hit, like the strength of how they hit and stuff, and how like a mission runs, you should do this. Obviously, after coming from the summit and practicing with your build within the summit legendary, because the summit legendary, as I said before, is a watered down version of the mission ones right here. So after coming from the summit, you're comfortable there beating legendary, you come in here. This would be the first one you come to and test. And once you're good in here, and you're comfortable in here, and you can hurt the enemies normally, you're ready for any legendary mission. You can hurt the enemies in any legendary mission, and it's just about the know-how now with the other ones moving forward. Of course, being harder in different aspects, but yeah. So yeah, guys, that's for all of you guys watching that are interested in legendary, guys, that enjoy it. So let's see. So we're at this room right here now, guys. I'm throwing my decoy here. I should have taken out my rocket launcher, guys. Well, not my rocket launcher, my grenade launcher. I did. I actually did. I'm sitting here thinking I did it. I was like, I just knew. Yeah, sometimes I'll be watching this and I'll be thinking if I did something, and I'm like, I just know how my mind works, and I'm like, okay, so I did. Because I didn't think I did that. Yeah. There was like a run before where I had my grenade launcher, I think, like that. I forgot I had it, and I should have used it at a part, and I didn't. But yeah, at this part, guys, nonetheless, you want to watch these chungus here when they're coming in. You just want to make sure that they don't get too close to you. You want to put as much damage out at the front as fast as you can, I guess, as much as you can before they get up close. Because once they get up close, if they get too close, and there is about 3 of them again here, I usually say if they get too close, but for the most part they will, I say back it up. Don't stay over here. I was telling my team more or less to back it up. I put the hive down for him. I threw my decoy there, and I told them we got to go back. These guys they're coming in. We just got to fight off our back foot. It's not like we can't beat them. You just got to go back and structure. You know, and see, that's what I mean. Some agents don't know this, so they'll try and stand there like it's heroic or something, and then that's where the wipe will happen. So it's like you can't do that. You got to know. It's just knowing not only how to pick your spots, guys, but also where to be. You have to know where to go, like when to move. You know, you have to also know when. So it's like sometimes you might not know when. You might have the right idea, but then you took a little bit too long to do it, so therefore now you wipe. So right there at that point, guys, and you saw me wait there a little too long because I'm more seasoned with it, highly seasoned playing this stuff. So I knew where I could wait, what I could do. You know, if they would have caught me in the mid section of the room, I know how I would have worked that. But for the most part, guys, what I'm saying is, what you guys want to do is get out of there like maybe a little earlier than that. Realistically, myself, I usually would get out there a little earlier than what you're seeing. Like if this was more of a newer mission or something, I would have got out of there most likely a lot faster than that, just to secure victory there for a fact. Like, so I was kind of just hanging there. As I said, guys, this run is a little lackadaisical as far as my in terms of how I play, like usually in my structure and stuff. So this one was just a little more fun all over the place, but it was still a level of structure, guys. That's the thing with legendary. You have to have structure. It doesn't matter, even if you're talking, messing around, horsing around, it doesn't matter. Like, you have to have structure still in that sense, because if you don't, you will wipe. That's just how it goes. So it's like we had structure enough to that degree. We were on the same page to the most. Every time we came to another room, guys, we always We put it right back on. We got back focused, knew where we were going to be shooting at, what we were going to be doing, and then we just got back into whatever we were talking about or whatever, while staying focused on the enemy at all times, though. So it is what it is. It's good, guys. It comes with it'll come with experience. You'll be able to run these missions like this, and it'll just be you'll be able to beat it, and you'll realize that you're that skilled at it. But that will come with time. And I always say this, guys. I stress this to say this. I don't say this to just say it, just to boast or just to say that. Totally not like that. It's nothing like that. What I mean by it is, a lot of these content creators you see running this, a lot of them are they're very experienced with it, or they're just experienced running with like the Discord clanmates or close friends are running with. And so that's not like a realistic experience of the legendary mission. Sometimes I'll even say for myself, guys, you guys watching me, sometimes it might not even be the full realistic experience, just because of how experienced I am. No pun intended. It might not be like the true experience of a legendary mission, like you going in there with like not having as nearly as much as experience as the person you're watching run it. It's just like, you have to build it up, which we all started at, myself included. So it's like, I know how that feels when you're seeing that. So the thing is, guys, I want to just stress with that is just take it all one step at a time. You're not going to learn everything in one night, 1 week, 1 month, hell, not even 1 year, like possibly. Like you're gonna have to it's gonna take time, like to be running this stuff just consistently, and it just depends how often you run it. That's all it comes down to. How often you run it, what your style is. Are you a sniper? Are you a close quarters person with a shotgun mostly? Do you like getting close usually? Do you like usually having like weapons like the shotgun that allows them to fall asleep? Just slipped my mind the name of it, but yeah, I think it was a Sweet Dreams. Yeah, like whatever your style is. I'm just saying, take it all one step at a time. Because when you do that, that's the only way you realistically, truthfully, get better at this and start understanding it a little more. So here we are in this next room. I was kind of thinking about skipping to like some rooms sometimes, but District Shooting Arena could be so short at times, very short. But yeah, there will be a time coming up right here though. We do take a little small break after this room, guys, though. So we'll be skipping there eventually, just to be able to cut the video's duration down, obviously. But you're seeing right here, guys, I opted to stay back here, and I told them. And as I said, guys, as I was telling you, it's kind of funny how I was talking about how you see other content creators such as myself run this, and you'll see them run certain ways and go up to the top. And that's what my team was asking about. They were thinking we're going to go to the top to do this part. And I'm like, no, it's better to be here. You have a lot of cover. You have a ton of cover right here, unlimited. And you also have an ammo box sitting right next to you if your most top gun that you're using runs out of ammo. So I'm like, this is the best spot. All you got to do is pick your spots, keep these guys out, watch for the naders, shooting nades down. Just watch for the enemies trying to pinpoint you, peeking out. Now, when they do that, they can't hit you. See what I mean? So it kind of goes back, guys, to what I was saying was, like in a sense of my teammates were more or less asking me like about going to the top because they see a lot of content creators go up there with their clans, discords, and all that stuff, and they think that that's how you're supposed to do it. And I'm like, that's why I say, guys, it's such a high thing. It's so crucial to be able to show these guys or show you the mission and go through it and show them how it can be done, because just doing it one way like that, and it's just like they never get a chance to run with that agent or them to show them anything. It's like the chances of beating that are just very low. I just feel like if I'm able to do this, and even this, guys, I'm not saying this is like all of it. I mean, you're seeing me do it, obviously, but it's a lot different when it's you yourself doing it. So it's like, but just being able to see this happen and you knowing that these are all random agents, it kind of, I'm pretty sure it ignites like fire, like in a lot of agents that watch my videos and be like, you know what? This is possible. I can do this. And I'm like, yes, you can do it. But the only thing is you have to just get used to it, and you have to have a good team. That's it. I mean, I don't expect you guys to run with random agents. That's the thing. The only reason why I'm running with random agents like this, guys, and doing this is because like I'm just trying to show you that it can be done like that. And I do know that there are a lot of players out there that don't have any people to run with like that, and they have no choice but to run it like this. But I'm like, it can still be done. You can make your own group. You can be the leader of your group and recruit people that follow these same aspects and notions where you're all on the same page, guys. I do it all the time, every week. So I'm like, it definitely can be done. It's just, will you find the right teammates, and are you actually honed in enough to get it done, and just locked in, and just just focused enough. That's all you got to be. Patience, distance, focus, guys. As you see me throwing the hive out, not the hive. I usually have the hive throwing the decoy out there. If I had the hive, guys, I was telling these guys, I was like, man, I have a build that we definitely just cleaned this up quick. If I could send my assault drone out there, oh man, with the Stinger Hive, that would have been lethal here. I have some other builds. I have my Ouroboros build. Yeah, I just wasn't using that. I was using my Chameleon, and the Chameleon, that's what I'm gonna say right now, guys. I'll say this much for those of you that respectively reached this far. The Chameleon, guys. This gun, like, yeah, a lot of people sleep on this one. This gun is very, very, very powerful when matched up well. I've had this from time. This was actually the build I mustered up to defeat the incursion when it was new. When a lot of people were struggling with it, and it was like, they were like, how do I kill these guys? They're strong. Or just like getting the mechanics done, killing them fast enough to be able to get the stuff done. This build definitely was that. I believe, guys, as I'll say again, this was a build where I believe I got my first Ouroboros to drop with this build. And surprisingly enough, guys, I used this build again a few more times and I got another Ouroboros. Matter of fact, if you guys watch my most recent short and my most recent video involving incursion, you'll see that another Ouroboros dropped and I gave it to an agent that we were running with, one of the agents that we were running with. So that can happen too, guys. That can happen too. So, like I said, the Chameleon, it's crazy. I think the game just knows it has a high burst. It's like a longer, like, Ouroboros version. I swear, I'm telling you, like, if you make it a certain way. But the Ouroboros has that burst and that talent, so that's what differentiates it. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and skip this part. We took a little break here. I just want to go ahead and push forward. 1 second, guys. GG's. Alrighty then, guys. Finishing up Legendary District Union Arena. Exotic Gifts for Random Agents. Number 52, guys. So we're finishing it up. Going through. And anybody, any one of you agents that come over that I ran with, highly appreciate it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. It's always fun. Always fun being able to run with different agents, guys. That's one of the things about this. Just being able to meet different people all the time. Every time I get to play it, it's always fun. It's always cool. Just expanding that out there, expanding my channel. Hopefully, you guys are leaving a like. Whether you subscribe, it's up to you. I know the haters will leave a dislike. It is what it is, guys. But either way, love you all nonetheless. Showing support in either way, even if it is infamous support, it's still support nonetheless. So highly appreciate it, guys. And yeah, we're just going to keep ourselves focused here. So you see us finish this room off here as I just finished that guy off. Just working closely. But going back, as I was saying before, guys, on the Chameleon being like a Ouroboros-ish, but it kind of is. But the only thing is it's just the talent. But the talent of the Chameleon is also good. That's the thing. So it's like, it just depends on your style of play, I feel. Is an Ouroboros a neat gun at close range, though? Yes, I cannot lie. It does definitely melt like fast, and it doesn't require all the stacks at times that the Chameleon would require in order to do that. I think that's what the thing is. So I believe that there's that, but yeah. So you're seeing us in this room, guys. What I was doing right in here, this is always the most crucial room of the game. I feel not of the game, but obviously of the legendary mission of District Union Arena. This is the most crucial part of the mission. I was more or less saying of the game, meaning like the game we're playing right here, right now, within. But I just didn't want to get that mixed up as the entire game. But yeah, you want to just kind of keep it back here. You want to like just like you don't want to go in. I was kind of telling them right away, like you want to kind of fight to start off up front. And I think it's going to be kind of funny here, guys, because what you're going to see right now is you're not going to see me practice the patience, distance, focus like I always say. You're going to see me kind of run up, do some stuff, and kind of go a little closer than, I usually would. So I guess this is a video for those of you that think I'm staying far too back a little too often. Like some people might say. It's kind of funny when we all have our own way of playing. But yeah, I'm going to show like, I'm going to go like a little more in here. So what you really want to do at this part though, guys, is so you kind of want to just stay back. You really actually obviously do not want to be going inside there. You see me kind of trying to dodge there, getting back in the door. That stupid little robot's shooting at me from there, guys. You want to be watching it. The thing is, as I go down there, they kind of like, these guys will come to us. So I was telling them once they start doing this, guys, just kind of relax. They'll come to us. I'll throw my decoy out there, kind of create, maybe give us some time, create some space for us to be able to take these guys out. You want to kind of just pick your spots here and remain patient. Because if you don't, as you guys are seeing how hard they're hitting, it won't be long at all before they can take you down. Or you're gone. And if you die in a bad spot out there, it's just not good. It's very, very hard to be revived, if you can even be. And it just puts your team in a definite, like, tough spot, which you don't want. You want to be in the most comfortable spot as possible at all times within this difficulty, respectively. So you're seeing them start, like, they started spamming the hell out the drones in this room, guys, and they'll do that a lot. As you guys always see in this difficulty, they'll do that a lot. But this is, as I said, guys, this is like one of the most hectic parts, I'd say, the most hectic part of District Union Arena, Legendary. Like, once you get past this room, you more or less have it done. All you got to do is just stick to what's been working for you and just stay alert and just stay vigilant, and you'll be good. That's kind of usually what I call this room, and I was telling them that. So it's like, we were still talking, having a good time in here too, but we were just staying focused. I just kept, letting them know if I did ever see it falter, let's just, stay focused on it. And that's what it is, guys. It's, as I said, you want to have fun with it. So you see me shoot this robot right here. See me get a little close. Usually I wouldn't be right here, guys. I usually would not stand this close and be out here like this doing this. I don't even have my revive hives not even all the way charged. So it's like, I'm just doing some crazy stuff. I feel like a cowboy right here. I'm just running it, guys. In this bullet fest, I'm just running it. So, like, yeah, I would not advise you to do that. Be all the way out there like that with a group of random agents that you don't know. If you have friends and all that stuff or clanmates, that's another thing. I've seen this room done in all sorts of ways, depending on that. But playing with 3 randoms, such as myself right here, I definitely would not advise you to be running out there and just playing like that. I'd call that a little reckless in a sense of, like, at least have my high revive hive, like, restore at least before doing that. You see me all the way out here. Look, my revive hive is not even, it's still recharging. So I'm like, what am I doing? So it's kind of funny. I was just kind of having fun playing, talking. And then I started noticing my team's life and everything. And I was like, you know what? Let's get back to this. Let's, not play around too much because we wouldn't want it to turn into a wipe, obviously, guys. So you're seeing us just refocus back here. I'm kind of telling them just to refocus again. Let's kind of get this. I was kind of letting them know here, guys. It kind of hit my mind just again. I was letting them know they don't have any medics. There might be a heal box down, but I don't see any medics. I could be wrong. But at the time, I was saying there's no medics. I don't believe that these guys can heal themselves. So if they cannot heal themselves, I was like, then just relax. There's no reason to rush. We don't have to rush. Just chill. Take them out. Like, we can be here for like a bit. These guys they cannot heal themselves. All we got to do is just chop them down like a tree, more or less. That's it. One hack at a time, and you'll eventually get them. As long as you're careful, you'll be good. So it's like, I was just kind of letting them know that, and it was what it was, and we knew we had it here, guys. So for you guys playing it, same thing. Like, just whatever team you're playing with, just tell them, just as long as you take all the medics out, chill, everything will happen. So you see me kind of working inside here, guys. You're seeing some of my close-up game here. I have no shield. Now, this build has no shield on it. So it's like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, okay, so if I'm going to run up, I got to be very much picking my spots supremely well here, guys, because as you're seeing there, I would not advise you to do this or play like this. This is horrible right here. As far as my style of play, I'm like just doing whatever. But from time to time, you can do that, guys. Sometimes you can do that. It is what it is. It calls for that. I'm experienced at it like that, so there's times when I can go in there and do that. But I would not say watch this and be like, oh, I'm going to do that same thing and run out here like this. And there's going to be more waves, too, so this is just very not good. I'm running it like this, at least if you're trying to realistically, like, win this thing all the time. So you see me get out of there, my armor's already depleted. I have no health left. I'm still running out. It's a funny showcase, but yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it, though. Guess it makes it a little more interesting mixing it up, right? Let's see. Okay, so then I get my rocket launcher out here, and now I'm trying to aim. Okay, so I'm getting picked off. Now I have like an inch of life left. I'm still trying to get it out there on him. Okay, so I launch it there. This is all over the place indeed. Okay, so I throw my decoy out there, guys, just to be able to get these guys' attention a little bit. So this kind of build, the way I'm playing, guys, it kind of lends you a hand in a way playing like this. Although highly would not recommend. Highly would not recommend running it like this because it's just not the way I would say to do it realistically if you're somebody that's not used to it like that, and to run it and beat it like that with 3 randoms and just be running around like that. I wouldn't say that, guys. So that's me not practicing. Patience, distance, focus, guys. I did not practice it there. I can honestly say that time it was, wow. Definitely not practiced there, but it was definitely a fun showcase. So we're going to go ahead and skip to the next room, guys, so we can go ahead and and get there so we can cut the duration as much as we can on the vid. We're talking quite a bit in this one. Alrighty then, guys. Fast forward to this next room here. So what you want to do in here, guys, this room's like more of like a straight, can be most likely fun, straightforward room. You just got to take out these dogs. This is like more of like the main part right here, I'd say. Most people probably say the Chunga part, but I feel the Chungas, they spawn more or less from the right corner upper door. So it's like that you can always hone in on that. Once taking all the enemies out, like you can get a lot of damage on them. And they're not moving the fastest as long as you can at least get one of them out of there. So before you get to them, though, you want to kind of just take these dogs out. And once they start shooting their bombs, you kind of want to get beyond the wall here where they can't hit you as easy. And kind of just peek out here and there and try and take them out best you can. The gun I would probably say the most is like probably the best useful would be the St. Elmo's on these guys, to be honest with you, because like it has that electricity. But can't go wrong at all with the Chameleon guys. Can't go wrong with any other like guns sometimes. On these guys in here, but I'm just telling you guys, anybody watching this that wants like the easiest possible way, I'd probably say the St. Elmo's on any of those robotic enemies. That would definitely be the gun. Okay then, guys, you see us casually working in the room here. Okay, so you see the Chungas here right now. We're taking them out on the right side now, obviously. You want to like just, you know, keep your self distance between the Chungas and also the objects within the room. Use them for cover. Obviously, they get too close, they can start getting you with their little like thingy, like the little hive thingy that they have, similar to the Stinger hive. So it's like they can start hitting you with that. They get too close, so you always got to watch it. But we get them out of there, obviously. So you see us going through the next door here. And just to get those Chungas out, guys, you want to know if they're spawning there and just light them up. For the most part, you have good DPS. You should be able to get those guys both out. And there's like a total of like, how many Chungas in this mission? Let me see. There's 3 in the beginning, and there's 3 at that one part. That's 6. And then there's like 2 there. So it's like 8 Chungas, I think, in this mission. That's crazy. So District Union Arena is like a little small bullet in a sense sometimes when you look at it. And then you kind of could say, let me see. You kind of could say there's 9 because this last boss is like a mega one. So it's like, I don't know. I think this is just Chunga Haven. District Union Arena, I assume, you know, so it's like I never counted all the other ones in the other missions, but I don't know. I feel like this one has quite a lot of them. So right here, guys, you're seeing us just keep the perimeter right here in the final room. I was telling my team, just watch the perimeter, fight from the perimeter angle. You can look up from right there. We can get a lot of cover from these areas. I told them find cover, especially when the boss comes. You want to find cover. Don't want to get too close when he pulses, but I was telling him that's once we get there. As I always say, guys, with every team I run, sometimes we'll be talking about the end, and it's like we got to get there first. And I always want to keep that notion because that just keeps us on our toes, keeps us totally focused, and just getting the job done that we're like the way we're supposed to, obviously, right, guys? So you're seeing us work here, and of course it had to be foggy as hell this one time when we were running it. I was telling him, I was like, it's usually not foggy like this in here every time you run, but just so happened at this time of the day we were running it, it was like this, and I was like, definitely can still be done. These guys pretty much knew like the places they spawn, at least like they had an idea where they're gonna come out, and everybody could see them. It wasn't the worst, obviously. So yeah. So you're seeing us check it out, and you just want to you want to pick good spots. You're seeing right here, guys, where the second letter, he died all the way out there. Now that's not a good spot, the best spot to die. I think what they were doing, if I'm not mistaken, they were going to a spot, and they were telling me they were going to a spot that they were used to, where they came down to where the enemies come down to shoot them. And what I told them is, when you play on Legendary, you have to kind of mix it up because the same spots you're used to using and used to doing, you cannot no longer do, because of like how the enemy's power and their strength and all that. It's a lot different. Hell, some enemies spawn in different spots, like they don't come exactly as you're thinking they would on heroic or challenging or anything of heroic and below. Like they'll switch stuff up for Legendary, like certain areas. Like if you really watch the mission, like they'll switch certain spots up as far as like enemies, like who comes, like what they do, the type of faction of enemy that comes, like those little things. So that's what I was telling them. I was like, just if you're used to doing that on another difficulty, try and like just be different, be close to the team on this one, because it really requires that. You can't be all the way out there like that. But it wasn't a fun, cool way all the time. You know, we're having fun. So it was what it was. I believe the second letter, I believe was he the one that went through Legendary once? I think, I don't know. I think he was the one that told me he went through it once or a few times. I have no clue. Or I think it was Blackjack. I don't know. It was one of the two. But nonetheless, guys, you want to always just keep, like, you know, to your team. I'm going back over here to pick up my Revive Hive, obviously. I'm like, I want to pick that up. I don't want to waste it there if somebody dies or if I die myself. And I was saying right here, guys, you know, as a boss, obviously I already came. You're seeing 2 red enemies that are left with him as I throw my decoy there. I was just kind of trying to say, keep your distance with him. He's going to pulse. You don't want to be inside that. As you see, Blackjack and the second letter, I believe they both got hit by that. And I was saying, just be wary of that. You don't want to be hit by it. This guy moves slow, but he can creep up on you fast and end you very, 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 very quick. So here, guys, you just want to shoot the backpack. And this is like one of my most funnest missions, guys. One of my most funnest missions in Division 2 because just lighting this guy's face up and using all this DPS that the Chameleon has and whatever gun that you may have has on this guy. I think this guy can actually be used realistically, guys. It's like a solid, like, people usually say a DPS check, which it can be, but like a DPS strength check, meaning you think that you have a build that's super, like, strong, can hit hard, is hella lethal. Fight this guy with that build and see how fast you can bring him down. And I guarantee you can bring this guy down, like, quick, like, I mean fast, like a normal Chunga, then that shit's something that's crazy strong. I gotta totally be honest, I gotta admit, that's something that's crazy strong. If you can put this guy, because you're seeing how much health he has hidden in his backpack. You know, you can only do so much. Maybe with the modifiers now, who knows? Maybe you can muster up a build that could kill this guy maybe within a normal legendary Chunga time frame. But I don't even think so. This guy just has so much health, like on his backpack and all that. But apparently, though, guys, if you had a strong enough build and it was dishing out enough damage, this guy would die normally like that. And I haven't seen it. Anybody do that, so we shall see. Maybe when the game was like really, really new, maybe somebody one-shot him, maybe in the past, or maybe few shot him or something. But like ever since the devs did updates on the game and all that stuff, I'm talking like recent, like times, the last like 6 to 12 months, last like 3 years more or less. You don't really see that happening with bosses like this, so it's cool. So you guys just want to keep your patience. This guy's easy. Once you get here, you work the entire room, guys. Congratulations, you reached the ending of Legendary District Union Arena. And for those of you that have done it the first time, that are watching this, that this video has helped do this, congrats on that. You guys are now ready for any Legendary mission within this game. All you got to do is just keep the same thing you kept here. Some will be definitely a lot harder than this, than others. But you will definitely be able to get it done because this mission has its own grit and its own sense too. Don't shrug Legendary DUA off like it's nothing, because people do that a lot, and it's like there's a lot of agents that still cannot even beat this mission on Legendary, guys. So it's just not that. It's just for Legendary players. We all, you know what I mean, more or less. So right here, we're getting this guy out. You're seeing his backpack's going down a little bit. I'm trying to hit him with my Chameleon. My Chameleon ran out of ammo. I'm like, thank you. I get a little more here. I was thinking of going back to the chest to get some, but I was like, I shouldn't have to do that. So we're going ahead. We're finishing him up here, guys. This was an excellent run. It's always fun. So then this guy walks like sneakily. You see how he's kind of coming up right here? So you kind of want to watch him like this, and you also want to watch when he pulses and all that, because second letter is right near him. But the thing is, if this guy pulses, that's going to be a very bad issue for him. I am near him a little bit, but he is backing off. I helped him fight him off there. So I've been quite the issue for second letter there if that guy didn't back it up or we weren't shooting him. He would have pulsed at that point, and at that point, yeah, you're gone, because that would take off a ton of life, like a lot of life. So it's just those little things, guys. But for the most part, we play good. We're having fun. You do see the guy get him there. He does go down. And my gun runs out of ammo, guys. My gun runs out of ammo, so you see me running back, and the guy has no life. I was thinking of my secondary. I was like, nope, I'm going Chameleon. I want to Chameleon him. So I was telling my team, I was like, come on, guys, let's get it together. You see, like, RCA go down, and you also see the second letter go down. And I'm like, I've seen teams wipe in many situations like this, like when the mission's more or less done. Like, it's crazy. Like, and that's like, I'm talking like Manning Zoo and stuff like that. Like, big time missions, like they'll nearly be done. And this is a big time mission too. But I mean, any legendary mission at the last boss, guys, you don't want to wipe with his life looking like this. You know, it's happened sadly to people that have told me. I've nearly had it happen to myself, nearly. It didn't though, but nearly. So there's that. But there it is, guys. Congrats. Legendary District Union Arena completed. Exotic gifts for random agents number 52 completed, guys. As you're seeing it right there, another exotic cachet. All good, guys. All good. All fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this, guys. Appreciate it. Help support the channel, the community, and just know that we have a lot more Beyond Fire coming, guys. There's going to be another Legendary Weekly, so, you know, we got that coming. We're just going to keep it going one step at a time, guys. You're seeing the build here. I was looking at a few things here, but just kind of going through that to kind of sort out my inventory, guys. So it's always been good. It's been good. But let's go ahead and get that quick pick real fast, guys, just before we go. Here it is, guys. Got to get that selfie. Life's a game. Highly appreciate any and all of you agents that joined in. Take care, guys. Appreciate it. GG's.